You know what? I find it very interesting to follow the electronic and print media after a major story breaks like Todd Haley getting fired. I always felt some sympathy for those who work for the newspapers. I just can't imagine covering the same sport, the same bunch of characters day after day on the same team. Just dealing with some of these pro athletes today can be quite challenging. Many of them think their stuff doesn't stink. And if you dare put them in a negative light, there will be a price to pay, like no more interviews, and you'll be treated in the locker room like you've come down with a case of the plague. We in the electronic media, radio and TV people, have leaned too much on our beat writers as our eyes and ears inside the locker room. Newspapers back in the day had a lot of reporters hanging around, and they could just put a bunch of them on any given story. Broadcasters never had that luxury. Reporters in the print media have specific teams to cover. Now, if they're assigned to the Chiefs, they didn't have to worry about any other sport or any other story that day. They have basically 24/7 to cultivate contacts within the locker room. Because of close working relationships, I've often wondered how much information is being held back from you, the readers. Some of these reporters become buddy-buddy with the players they cover. But they have to be careful here not to betray the players' confidence. Still, as reporters, it is our #1 responsibility to disseminate the news. Too many times it takes a major story like the Haley firing before a lot of the truth comes out. That's when these reporters want to impress you with all they know after somebody has been canned. We now learn through print that the relationship between Haley and Scott Pioli had become so fractured, it was so bad that Haley was thinking about resigning last week. Why weren't the readers informed of that a week ago? Pioli all of a sudden is being made out to be some kind of a three-headed monster since he pulled the trigger on Haley. Where's that story been? I haven't seen anything on that. After all, these guys hang out at Arrowhead every day. Now look, when high-profile sports people get whacked, you want the goods on what really happened. Unfortunately, you have to wait until the hammer falls to get the real story. Shame on us. We, in the media, must do a better job in keeping you informed. That's Jack Smack.